yesteryears.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pascal New England representing, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist, Soul Wars creator, RingGangRadio.com in the building.
Ringing in the house forever and always, yes sir. Yo, Ro, you stupid nigga, because you have your video. I can see you, nigga. You're imitating this.
Blowing circles and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga blowing sonic rings.
Yeah, and as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's good, y'all? It's King P, boy, Bodega Boxing, always in the building. Ring Gang Radio, let's go.
Hey, Bodega P, straight from the sewer. And as always, it's keeping our city safe from, some, niggas, with Jason hockey masks on and shit like that, and ninjas and all types of ill shit. As always, man, we salute you for your service. You know what I'm saying? And last but certainly not least, man, we got my other man's with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, you already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome, top 5, last of a dying breed, Chicago's own, Ring Gang. What's up, nigga?
Yeah, Chicago wins. Nigga lays niggas in the breeze, baby. Can you dig it? So yeah, it's good to have you. Good to have you on this show in Rome. You know what I'm saying? It's been a couple of weeks and whatnot. So yeah, man. Of course, the reason why Rome's on the show, for tonight, is it was my turn to complete the cipher in this motherfucker, man. So it's Rome's retro review. So last time it was my motherfucking choice, actually I was forced to make a choice, by a pertinent nigga, from Florida that told me to make a choice on the spot. So I did. And nigga,
hey, if you were a hip hop head, you could name a good album off the top of your head off rip.
Yeah, niggas was groaning like they had diarrhea and shit, nigga.
Hey, whoa. I ain't groaning shit. I'm cool with whatever.
Nah, we keeping you to a standard. That's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, and I'm keeping y'all to a standard. So anyways, yeah, so we went 2000s, 90s, late 80s, you know what I'm saying, so the album was EPMD, Strictly Business. Now, why did I pick that? Well, first, because, I wanted to complete the cipher, but, it's good because, EPMD, Hit Squad, Death Squad shit, they don't get a lot of, they don't get the flowers. I mean, them niggas are deep in the hip hop shit. So it's like,
nigga, is that you?
Me or?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that gotta be Pat, bro. Everybody's like silent, like.
Is that me? Now we good?
Nigga, that's you. Yeah, that was you.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is.
All right, everybody mute and let Pat talk. We'll see. It's gonna be him now.
Okay. Is it? No noise. Nope, that's not me. But anyways, yes, I wanted to, Hit Squad, Death Squad, they deep in this rap game, man. So it's just like you might as well, go to the album that started the whole run. Go back to late 1988. You know what I'm saying? And it's a seminal classic. So yes, had the young boy. This is the first album that's actually made before he was actually born. So it's really retro.
This is before I was born too.
Exactly.
I think only like half a Ring Gang was alive during this time. I'll be like Clanarchy, or Prolific, or Pat, Shutter, like.
Oh, Rome, that's you, nigga, not
that's
me.
Rome, yeah, Rome. Like you being strangled underwater.
Yeah, all I knew is the minute I heard I shot the sheriff fucking sample, I'm like, yeah, okay, I already know this is fucking older than me.
Oh yeah, I'm so amused already.
All right, how I go? How I sounded?
All right, you sound like you're about to say breaker 19 and shit, nigga.
That's the album we should have listened to. That fucking Jizza.
No, I mean, well, I mean that's not knowledge of self. I mean, who knows? That might actually make an appearance. But Rome, man, if your mic is on point, man, I'm gonna mute myself. So yeah, speak your piece, brother.
Okay. This shit. How I sound? First of all.
You sound good. Like you coming
Okay,
up for AAA or
this
something.
shit was not for me, nigga. This shit is not for most niggas, honestly. This shit is
This nigga Rome sound like Shine from the jail cell.
Yo, Rome, turn your video off, man. See if that helps.
Yo.
Yo.
How it sound?
Yeah, you could be a little louder, but yeah, it sounds clearer.
All right, how I sound now?
Oh, okay, good.
There we go.
Okay, now we working.
Yeah,
Okay, Pat, you a piece of shit, nigga. That's what I gotta say. You a piece
Well,
of shit.
damn.
I put on that shit to start my day, and I was pissed, nigga. I was like, yo, how the fuck am I gonna listen to all of this shit? And I couldn't. I honestly couldn't. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I finished that shit, nigga, because I didn't. I made it halfway through, and I was like, yo, this is some bullshit. Honestly. I give that shit a 4 out of 10.
And why was it some bullshit?
I give that
You
shit
said a 1 out of 10.
No, 4 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 10
10.
because one of the niggas, I don't know, whoever was rapping first, he wasn't rapping right. The next nigga, he was rapping decent, but it just wasn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to let you know, I mean, one of them is Eric Sermon, the other one is Perry Smith.
Yeah, Perry Smith was the nigga who was rapping good. The other nigga, no, I wasn't feeling it at all.
Yeah, I could tell he heard the album because Perry Smith was a better rapper than me. Like he the one.
He was actually spitting. Like when the other nigga came back on, I'm like, oh.
Well, that's because I mean that's because like Eric Sermon is like the havoc of that group.
He's like the Daz and the Havoc.
Yeah,
like he's the
the producer. Like he's the producer that raps sometimes, but you could tell he's really a producer more than a rapper. But
he rapped the damn enough times. Like, that nigga a rapper. Fuck all that.
No. He is still a rapper, but like I'd rather listen to Eric Sermon, the producer, than like Eric Sermon, the rapper. Sometimes annoys me.
Yeah, because Eric Sermon, like when he first started out, I mean, he was very, he was mush mouth. He had that mush flow.
It didn't sound good.
Yeah, and it shows. Like,
yeah. Parrish though was polished though. Parrish was the nigga that had the hard flow. That nigga.
He had the actual dope rap voice. Like I think his rap voice is underrated.
When I was listening to it, I was like, yo, this is where mumble rap started. Honestly, the niggas be talking about mumble rap. That shit originated in the '80s. Thank you, Pat, letting niggas know history.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that album. A lot of things original, like the samples that are used on that album. A lot of niggas bit the hell out of that shit, especially in the '90s.
Yeah, I'm
just
like, it got to the part where like I'm hearing certain songs and I'm singing other songs. Like I'm rapping "Ain't No Nigga" because I'm hearing the beat.
Killed them songs better because the niggas was not rapping right. Them niggas was not rapping right. If other niggas did it justice, that's why you remember those songs, nigga.
Yeah.
Because you don't remember. Name a song off the album right now. Go ahead, your favorite track. Go ahead, tell me.
You Got to Chill. Of course. Yeah, that was easy. You Got to Chill. That's an actual classic. More classic than any of the other.
I think I actually like You're a Customer the most.
Yeah, you're a customer that's probably in that, and yeah, I mean, You're a Customer, and It's My Thing. Those were my joints on that album. Like pretty much the only joint that I didn't like as much, actually the first Jane I didn't like as much because I thought it was a lazy sample of Mary Jane. But Jane is
after the Steve Martin joint, I kind of like nodded off a little bit. Not gonna lie, but
and the songs are so fucking long. It's like this was a chore to get through, man. Like
this is probably the shortest album out of our choices. Actually, it might be
because it's not interesting. Like the songs are too long. Like honest to God, bro. Like 4 minutes, 5 minute songs, almost 6 minute songs. Like And it's not like the rapping is blowing you away. The samples are done better later in the game, you know, and the rapping too.
But like this is 88, you know, so pretty much like I said,
that's one of the things that I hated about fucking the 80s tracks, especially like because I love Rakim and I love Rakim, Eric B. Rakim, but one of the most annoying things, and I thought it was just them, there's a fucking 80s thing where like you'd have a 6-minute track song, but like the first 2 minutes niggas is not saying nothing, or at the end niggas is not saying nothing, and then you just start rapping like after 2 minutes. I'm like, so you just play 2 minutes for nothing, like just a beat for 2 minutes, like bro, what the hell?
I feel like 3 6 Mafia used to do that shit, but at least they'll have like a chorus going in the first 2 minutes, and then the beat will drop, and you're like, oh shit, then fight that nigga, shoot a nigga, like. But this is just like, okay, we'll play the beat, you know. There's some show and tell shit, like.
That shit was built up. 3 6 Mafia was built up. They build up to the song. This shit was just like, okay,
just give it to
I'm gonna get to it.
Nah, but at least 3 6 Mafia would like ad-lib their way through. Like you'd get a minute and a half full of ad-libs and shit like that. Like, okay.
Yeah, like the hype, like you building it up, you are marinating the song.
I just want to know how you go from Ice Cube to this shit, nigga. Let me know.
Yeah, let us all know. Matter of fact.
Yeah. I went from one of the worst Ice Cube albums to an actual hip hop classic. Gee, how do I get
this shit ain't
that?
no fucking hip hop classic.
Now, keep in mind, YouTube audience, we just said that, you know, Strictly Business is not a hip hop classic from EPMD. Not a hip-hop
It's
classic.
not. I wouldn't recommend nobody listen to this shit.
I wouldn't recommend it either. And I recommended the last two.
See, and I would recommend this.
I'm okay on it.
If you ever want,
This gotta be some East Coast up north bias. Like no one wants to hear this again. Like I'm not saying all the 80s shit is like whack.
Okay. I'll never play a track off of this.
Let's put it this way. And like I said, you know, You Got to Chill is played more than any other singles from the other two albums that were recommended, and that's facts. and number two,
we're not just listening to songs for singles. Like we're not listening to albums.
Listen to the album, bro.
Yeah, and even then, the album is still has its classic status, bro. I don't know
It's not. It's an era classic because of the impact.
It's not even an era classic. It's a seminal classic.
It's not even that.
Nah, bro.
You know, an era classic.
Like you gassing the hell out of this damn album.
It's official.
It's official. An era classic. This one, there's actually songs that still gets played 30 years later. No one's playing, you know, fucking ex bitches or fucking, you know, or grinding.
Fuck all that. We was playing them and enjoyed that shit.
It's official. Pat is the Grandpa Simpson of this cast.
Let's put it, you know, let's say this was the beginning of their first, because EPMD has 4 classics. Their first 4 albums are actual classics.
Hold on, wait. Did this nigga say EPMD has 4 classics?
I like Unfinished
Nigga,
Business more than this.
Nigga, you stop. Nigga, you actually think the worst Ice Cube album is actually something worth listening to?
Bro, first of all, nobody in the history of listening to hip hop has ever said EPMD has 4 classics.
Yes, they have.
I'll give him 2 at most.
Unfinished Business, Business as Usual, Business Never Personal. 4 classics.
Business Never Personal is no damn classic. Stop that.
Niggas don't even be giving Wu-Tang 4 classics.
It has their biggest hit on there. Of course it's classic.
No, that shit is not.
These niggas just said they got 4
It
classics.
has their biggest hit on there. How is it not a classic? It has
I don't care.
Bro, honestly, like, this shit is more, like, I know I kind of got at P last time with the whole, like, the clips ain't on the locks level, but, like, this whole statement is worse than that. Like, at least you could kind of argue, like, you know, the whole clips locks shit.
No,
but
you
can't
can't.
argue this.
You really can't. And you really can't argue that, you know, that clips or locks are even on EPMD's level either.
Oh Lord, he did it now.
What? I mean, I'll give you. If you want to say this one's a classic and fucking, you know, Unfinished Business, I'll give you those 2. But I will not give you Business as Usual as a classic. I refuse to.
He gonna say Back in Business a classic.
Back in Business was okay. It wasn't a classic to me.
See, that's the one nigga should have been listening to. Like, if you was trying to put this nigga into EPMD, like, this was the wrong album to do it, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, that was the right album.
This like
you gotta go to the beginning, not out of their prime albums.
Nah, I feel like this nigga
Ice
Pat,
Cube, bro.
this nigga Pat is trying to like Redman this group. Like the first 4 albums, all classics. It could
They
be.
are. They
I'm like,
most certainly are.
no,
Nah.
So for the cats that actually,
Dude, you got bigger
you're hearing
groups
this
that
right
don't
now. We
have
have
all
a
those
young New York nigga, and we have a nigga that's my age saying that EPMD's 4 albums are not first 4 albums are not classic.
not all 4 of them. I'll give you the 2 of them, maybe, but not all 4 of them. No.
Nigga, I said all 4 of them are classic.
Nigga, I'll let you get away with maybe one classic.
Well, after
I didn't listen to it.
Okay, no, unfinished.
I'm
not
pretty sure you
gonna
probably didn't
listen
listen to any EPMD
No,
album.
no,
LB.
Unfinished Business is a classic to me. I'll give Unfinished Business a classic. I'll even give Strictly Business a classic, but the other 2 absolutely not. Now you're going to.
First on Business are classics to me, bro.
No,
No,
this is
you
the-
can-
Alright, let me put this in a little perspective. Like Rome, to be honest, like some of these songs were hitting back in the day. You'll see them on MTV, like, you know, people was jamming them and shit. But the reason I say it's an era classic because it didn't age well. Like the rapping didn't age well. Like honestly, I feel like you would enjoy the Rakim or a Cool G rap or
you definitely
or
would
a
enjoy
Big
the
Daddy
Rakim.
Kane album over this.
I agree, nigga, because this shit wasn't hitting for me.
Honestly, even fucking LL Cool J shit aged better.
I fuck with LL.
Yeah, LL Cool J shit definitely aged better.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I
All
disagree
that.
with some of that.
So how many classics does LL have? Like 12?
Nigga, I'd rather listen to radio.
No, I'd rather listen to EPMD.
And then I Need Love goes harder than that damn whole album, man. Like, stop.
Nah, you stop listening to I Need Love. You're sitting there wearing a Kango, listening to I Need Love. Nah, bro.
Yo, no. Don't be shitting on Kangos. Like, nah, we not gonna go there.
Dog.
Yes, we are, nigga. Yo.
I Need Love is a bigger classic than any EPMD record.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with that. It is. That's the truth. That's actual truth.
So me choosing to listen to that and say that's a better song than that whole album. That shit,
If you want to be, listen, I Need Love and listen to funk beats. That's on you.
but they're not even dope funk beats, dog. Like, I don't know what you see in this EPMD album. I'm not saying they whack. They cool.
Now
But-
I see why. I don't personally agree, but I can see why.
I can't see no fucking 4 classics from these niggas.
I mean, no, that
one
he drew the
era
line.
classic.
No, he drew the line with the 4 classics for me. But I'll give this one an era classic. Like that's just me.
So the one thing about EPMD, I always say they've never dropped a legit bad album, like an album that I can't stand. Even the ones that they did out of their actual prime, they're good. I mean, they're really good. But they were missing something. But they're good. But like I said,
Yeah, like this one was missing good songs.
But the production was more modern. For some niggas that who have a certain ear for a certain type of production. That's probably the
Nigga, I
reason
listen
why.
to Funky 4+1 over this shit.
No, it's not about production, honestly, because I listen to all types of staticky shit, nigga. But I couldn't fuck with this.
I mean, EPMD. I mean, I'm not saying it's just Eric Sermon's type of flow. And he actually got better. As it came along. I mean, Eric Sermon's solo albums, surprisingly, call him the Daz of the group. His albums are actually better than Paris's, way better. Eric actually improved on his rapping as it went on.
If he making the beats, he should. Shit.
It sounds like a Lil B argument. That nigga is like Lil B to me.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever want to go publicly and actually compare him to Lil B. That's that's not really a good thing.
No, because he got better with time. You saying? So
No,
the
Lil B never got better.
Lil B did get better with time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He kind of murked Joe Buttons, bro.
Yeah, he got better. He got way better with time. Lil B started off with the I don't understand his flow, and then it's like, hey, he can actually rap. So I can compare the two, nigga.
Honestly, like Lil B's delivery got better. That's really was his weakest.
And his songs got better.
But Eric Sermon, I'm just like, he's one of those niggas like you wanted Keith Murray and Redman and all these other dope niggas around him because you wanted to hear them, and then you're like, okay, Eric Sermon had a decent verse, and then you next song.
This is my first time being exposed to Eric Sermon, and I'm not really feeling what he got to show so far, nigga. I need to hear something else to see why. I hear niggas call him a legend all the time, but I don't feel a legend from this album that Pat just gave me with your bullshit. You can't tell me a nigga's a legend and then show me his worst album. You gotta show me something to make
After
me
complaining about another legend worst album, which was actually better than the shit
it's not his actual worst album. No one would ever say EPMD Strictly Business is his worst album. Nobody. No one in hip-hop would ever
you
say
calling
that.
me and Rome nobodies?
No one would ever call this album. The only reason you would never pick it up is if you don't like EPMD music, period.
I told you, the songs were. It's like when Eric Sermon was rapping, I didn't want to listen to the song anymore. And then the other niggas start rapping, and it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. But then they go back to Eric, and it's like, oh man, fuck this. It's next song. Real shit. This is what I was doing. And then halfway through it, I'm like, yo, I cannot do this anymore. Because the beat was just not. The beat just was not hitting for me like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there was gems at the bottom of the track list. I don't think so.
Nah, there's none. There's grandfather Tim's.
I know Eric Sermon got fired though. Everybody big him up, yo. I know he got fired, but I didn't hear it on that. I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
Like niggas talk shit on mumble rappers.
Some people's ears, you know, they listen to what, you know, they already have a bias to what they listen to. As someone else has you know, aptly said to me, they have a bias of what they listen to.
I definitely don't have a bias because I listen to all type of artists.
No, not you, nigga.
I mean, I don't have a bias.
I mean, what you're saying is probably on par of what I'm probably, you know, what I'm expecting. It's the other one. It's the other one who should be better.
You know, I actually tell people about dope albums, and so when they say it's dope back to me, I'm like, that's what I expected. It's a dope album.
Honestly, every time somebody's told me to go back in time and listen to an album, I have been amazed. But this was the first time I was disappointed. Honestly, like even the Clips album, I love Pusha T, so hearing all them fresh Pusha verses, I was like, damn, this shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? I still bang some of that shit. I was just listening to what's it, Dr. Frankenstein today, nigga.
Classic song.
But I will never play nothing off this motherfucker.
I mean, like I said, that's your opinion. It's like reality is no one plays anything off Ice Cube's War. Nobody. No one.
Rome. I would just my personal opinion for something with Eric Sermon, I would recommend his music album. That album is actually dope to me. I always fuck with that album.
Yeah, it's also a 2000 album. It's a lot
2001,
more
but yeah.
Okay. Music, okay. I mean,
or
rapping,
EPMD's last album,
is it like a compilation? He's a producer. He got hella niggas on it. What's it like?
Nah. It's an actual damn album. Like he be rapping too, but like yeah.
Eric Sermon's solo albums are actually, you know, they're good. They're actually great. Actually,
like he got like there's one song on there with Scarface and LL. I always fuck with. Like, I always fuck with that song with him and them.
See, I love Scarface. Scarface, one of my favorite rappers, and I just found out about that nigga 3 years ago. Listened to all his fucking albums, Last of a Dying Breed, all them shit. Dude. Ghetto Boys, I fuck with.
I mean, like I said, I could listen to Eric Sermon like it's spurts. Sometimes he just like annoys me, like that album with that Reacts. Like with the React was a dope song, but that album that was on was like, like shit gets annoying after a while. I could listen to Eric Sermon in spurts.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with Eric Sermon's solo albums. Eric Sermon had better solo albums than Parrish did. You know, I mean, Eric Sermon, you know, he improved.
Yeah, well, Parrish's solo albums didn't have the best fucking. It's like fucking Eric Sermon just took deboed all the good beats, like, and fucking Parrish Smith's album beats were like, yeah.
Yeah, except for, you know, he had a couple like Rugged and Raw with Das Effects and all of them, but PMD, you know, Parrish wasn't a producer.
But the man was like used to hold EPMD down. Like he the reason I would like listen to EPMD. It wasn't for no Eric Sermon. Like his beats weren't like Eric Sermon's beats were cool, but they weren't like Havoc or Daz, where I really felt like God damn, like these niggas made some hot beats, and then you got like lyricists like Corrupt and Prodigy just doing their part. Like
no,
I think, well,
it's not just EPMD. I mean, it's Redman, Keith Murray.
Well,
shit.
that's what I was gonna say. I think that's why like Eric Sermon bridged that gap kind of and really brought in the Hit Squad afterwards, and like he kind of associated with that. So we really know of like the Def Squad and them, you know, through Eric Sermon. He was all on all their shit.
Yeah, of course, but Paris Smith, he just basically had not the full Daz Effects. You know, you can't compare Daz Effects to damn Redman, Jamal, and Keith Murray and all of them. Like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Das Effects. I mean, unfortunately, people bit their style so much that he.
I was gonna say they were like
album.
They were like the Migos of their time in that aspect.
Chickity, check yourself before
you wreck yourself. You better check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit is annoying after a while. Them quagmire ass niggas.
Yeah, but
when you use sparingly, that shit sound dope. Like, I mean,
Ice Cube had to bite that shit, and then like I said,
that shit was dope though.
It was dope though. But yeah, though, it's like I said. I mean, yeah, Das Effects was like one album, and then they had to switch up, and they got darker with the rapping. But since they wasn't doing the stickety iggity stuff, it didn't sell as well, even though the shit was dope. You know, that's the
I mean, their first song was that They Want Effects.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the type of shit niggas like wanted from them, but they, you know, people played their style out. So that was unfortunate. But hey, that's who Parrish got stuck with, because when they had that EPMD beef. So, you know, it is what it is, man.
I'm tired of carrying you, nigga. You can't rap. Fuck that. That's why Redman, Method Man, and Keith Murray and all these other dope niggas like me better. Like, cause you make the beats, like.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, Eric over time after the, you know, with each EPMD, he improved.
K Solo.
Yeah, K
Solo was dope. Yeah, like the man got the Avengers of fucking rap, like, dude.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying though, like their whole history, their squad, Hit Squad history is like, I mean, it all originates from that first album, which is why I picked it. You know, like that.
Man, you was better off suggesting just the fucking Def Squad album, bro.
Well, no, it was either that or Unfinished Business for the 80s albums, and I picked the one that I actually liked better from the two.
I see, and I prefer Unfinished Business, so I would have preferred that, but to each his own.
So y'all may as well rate these shit so we could never talk about EPMD again.
Oh, we'll talk about EPMD again. I won't pick another album from them, but we'll talk about them again.
Thank goodness.
So yes, you know, Rome, EPMD album, what was your rating?
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. And is this probably for Parrish's rapping, right?
Yeah. Because he was keeping it afloat, honestly.
All right, LB.
Yeah, 4. It's below average. It ain't hit. I want to say a 3 because I don't want to. It's a 3. Goddamn it! It's a fucking 3. I mean, listening to this bullshit, nigga. What the fuck?
Well,
if you gonna make me get in a damn time machine, take me to something fucking better than EPMD first album.
Give me an Elvis album, nigga. Let me hear some Elvis.
Like, bro, like fucking Public Enemy got harder albums than this. Like, dude, I'm good on this shit.
Yeah,
like, I will not recommend this to nobody. If y'all wanted to hear a better representation of EPMD, start from the second album and go on.
I wouldn't recommend this album.
Which LB has not listened to, by the way.
Bruh, like half these shits is like I could just go through the track listing now. Like some of these shits I haven't heard in years, and they aged terribly. The beats and everything, like Strictly Business, like I'm housing. What kind of house party shit is this? I ain't trying to hear this. You got to chill.
Even though that song still gets played 30 years after, gets more played than fucking, you know, pushing rhymes like Wait, you know, and Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein classic.
You don't hear that shit nowhere. No, I actually don't even perform that shit. So you know.
The Steve Martin, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know, niggas made songs to dances back then. Nigga, that's
They do that now. What the fuck?
Public Enemy does that shit. They had a song like that too. So it's like, I mean, niggas made dance songs back then. They made house songs because house.
Nigga, I hear Yo-Yo's album before this shit. So yeah, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's not an East Coast rapper. I mean, this is, you know, still not the.
You can't play with my yo-yo. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out.
You might want to say pause after rapping like that.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga.
Should have paused on damn reviewing this fucking album. But yeah. Damn 3, my nigga.
I actually enjoyed this for what it was. I like old school music, so I'll give it a 7.
A 7?
Wow,
dude, no. Like, you seriously gonna give this a 7?
I enjoyed it.
Nah, this gotta be that New York bias right now. A fucking 7.
Nigga, your bias is showing. What the fuck? He's actually. I mean, he didn't say it was classic. He just said it was a 7.
A 7 means like it's a dope album.
Which it is.
Okay. I'll pass.
No, I thought this was dope for what it was. Like, I'm not saying it was
for what does for what it was mean? Like
a cool old school.
No, you're
vibe,
judging this
like,
as a whole album, nigga. Fuck for what it was.
Nah, but
judge that shit the fuck now, nigga. Not no.
What it is, not what it was.
What it is now, not what it was.
What it is, nigga.
I stand by my rating. I've heard a lot worse than this.
So when you first heard it was a 7 back then, and it's still a 7.
Yes.
Flip that 7.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. 7 is solid.
Yeah, flip. Yeah, it's an upside down 7, nigga.
An L.
A fucking L.
Nah. This isn't trash at all. Like, giving it a 4 is like saying it's trash. I'm not gonna say it's trash.
That means you have a bias. You know,
that's trash.
You didn't apply yourself to listening to this album.
I tried, yo.
I tried. Like,
well, no, I mean, Rome, you're a youngin', so you don't know any better. But you gave so that's cool. You know, LB.
Look, let me explain something. Shit like this wasn't hitting in South Florida growing up. Like, niggas was just listening to NWA, Too Short, like real gangster type, different shit. Niggas weren't giving a fuck about no EPMD and You Got to Chill, nigga.
Well, I mean,
a lot of that shit sounded corny.
Yeah. EPMD is big up here amongst the old heads. So I mean,
like y'all had to start pushing out some other shit before niggas is like, okay, yeah, I fucks with this. Like, this ain't even like damn, it just like it was just a bad album to revisit. I'm sorry, man.
Man,
like,
niggas act like I gave it a 10, which is probably what Pat's gonna give it. Like.
It's just honestly a 7 is like real like high for this. Like, wow, but okay.
Nah, I mean, 7 is. I mean,
I can't give it any lower than a 6.
What?
I don't think it's any lower than a 6. Even if I go down, I'll give it a 6. But I think it's above average.
6, nigga, say it's
nah,
a 6.
it's just I said
know.
It's a 7 to me. I'm saying, like, if I really wanted to drag it down, I can't give it any lower than a 6.
Damn, like, wow.
Yeah, and I give this shit a 9, and I only give this shit a 9.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
It is
grandpa.
above average, and it is a classic, and this shit was hitting. You know, see, look, I'm speaking from my generation. This
What
shit
type of speakers you got, nigga? I want to hear it through your speakers, nigga. Because my shit.
Yeah, for real. This nigga with his magical speaker.
No, I mean, see, like I said though, there's a whole lot of '80s albums that I know that are absolute trash. You know, but this was not one of them. Absolutely not.
I agree. This is not trash.
This isn't one of them.
Some garbage water. I'm good.
I know.
Shout out to EPMD though.
Different strokes for different folks. It's all good.
Pretty much.
Different strokes for different coasts.
Yeah, respect to the legends, but I wasn't.
Like I said, I mean, if I like I said, because them Too Short's '80 albums were nothing to listen to. The '90s ones were, but them '80s albums was kind of garbage. But that's just my own personal opinion.
I don't know. I'd rather hear a nigga talk about some bitches and hoes and just maneuvering on the block than The Steve Martin dance.
I actually like Too Short. I'm not gonna disrespect him.
Yeah, I like
Even
his
his
90s albums were on point, but them 80s albums were not. not. Basically, if you want to put the same argument with EPMD, you can put it with Too Short's 80s albums.
But it was the Too Short a better rapper than Eric Sermon, first of all, and it's like the delivery just. I don't know. It's a better vibe. The ghetto, like his older shit, way like nah. I'm not even nah. Yeah. Like look, the EPMD shit wasn't for me. So now that we got through Pat's choice,
all I'm saying is niggas act like this isn't like Beastie Boys shit. Like if this was like
that would be like a one.
Yeah, Beastie Boys. I never understood the appeal of Beastie Boys. Ugh.
Like, but shit, I'd rather hear some Run DMC than this shit. Like, I'm good.
Yeah,
agreed.
Like I said, different stroke for different folks. Like I said, it is a seminal classic, but some people may not like the style of rapping.
Era fucking region classic. That spawned one big song from it, and You Gots to Chill.
Yeah.
There you go, folks.
You know, but so yeah, I mean, EPMD, like I said, it is a classic, but some people just like, you know, the ears are tuned differently.
Well, I got something better. I got
So,
something better for you.
Yeah,
I got something better for you. Yeah, I got something better for you the next time around, bro.
Shout out to Lil B.
I got a question for you, bro. How about some hardcore? You ready for some hardcore?
Give it to me, nigga. Pause.
Pause.
We are going from the 80s back to the 90s. In fact, when were you born? 95?
95.
Okay, so 1 year after you were born. We're going in 96. 96. No.
Biggie?
We're going East Coast, but not Biggie. But we are going to Brooklyn. From Brooklyn.
Busta Rhymes.
We have nope.
I know that.
Even more hardcore from that. We have the world's famous MOP.
Yes, sir.
Firing Squad.
Yes, sir.
You like some hardcore Firing Squad. MOP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they should go hard. Like, thank goodness. We got our grandpas on the show.
I don't know what that is. So awesome.
Mash Out Posse.
I never heard of that.
You never heard Annie Up before?
I don't know. I gotta hear it, nigga.
Annie Up, break that.
Yeah,
fool.
that fool. Like, you never heard that?
Oh yeah.
That's MOP.
Okay.
Yeah, them niggas. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that wasn't Stop the Yard. That was You Got Served. But yeah.
I got what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that shit hard. Them niggas gritty. Okay. That's just gonna be. Ooh, okay. See, Pat, nigga, take notes, nigga.
He actually picked it because he saw that I praised this album.
No, that's not true. I was ready to play this before you praised it. I knew you liked this because I searched it. I searched the Coley board, but I was gonna play this regardless.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna pick a better album by default, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, it's the only other classic that's been picked so far. Me and him almost actually picked the actual classic so far.
No, see there's to go that East Coast bias again, nigga. No one gives a fuck about EPMD first album.
I agree. Actually, no. I don't agree. I don't think I've heard a classic yet.
Nah, yeah, you've heard good albums, but
yeah, I haven't heard.
I don't think you heard a classic. Like shit, all the classics you heard were before the show. Shit, when it was a real life Rome retro review.
Yeah, exactly.
I killed it with the classic.
The Black Trash.
The DMX album, the Snoop album, like. Nigga, I already gave this nigga like 5 classics already, so I mean.
And all the fucking Cannabis albums, yo. I fuck with Cannabis heavy, yo. Shout out Cannabis. I don't know. Do y'all like Cannabis albums? I fuck with Cannabis albums.
I fuck with Cannabis as a rapper, but his albums are hit or miss.
The second album was the best, but the
2000 BC. I like My Club is my favorite. No, Rip the Jacker. Rip the Jacker is my favorite. My Club and Rip the Jacker, both of them, 1A and 1B.
Yeah, the first album was just it was unfortunate because he spent all his damn album rhymes in his freestyles, and he had and Wyclef was on the production, so it was just big trash. 2000 BC was the shit.
Yeah, I love that album.
Yeah, See True Head was okay. Mike Club was okay. Whip the Jack was okay. Then after that, he kind of went left big time.
There's rappers I listen to and I'd be like, damn, I wish I could pick the beats out for these niggas. He's one of them.
Yeah, if Cannabis had the right production, he would have had a longer run. That's real talk. Because his freestyles, like he was freestyling over some rough pieces.
That's the thing. Like by the time his second album came, it's like everybody kind of got over dude.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Like that's why it's like timing is so.
I don't know. Some of his rhymes weren't hitting like that, even though he was still ill as hell. I don't know, like it was done in a way that like people start complaining about like it sounds like all that run-on shit. Like, but because hip hop started changing. Like before, when Cannabis was coming up, like niggas was really spitting some of that lyrical miracle shit. You know what I'm saying? That was still a thing. By 2000, no one was trying to hear the lyrical miracle shit. That was the that's what killed 2000 BC. Because that shit was dope, but no one was listening because he lost his audience.
Because he had his moments. See, Cannabis is one of those niggas whose first album had to be fucking dope. It couldn't be and he blew it.
Yeah, he did.
He was never gonna get that buzz again.
And he actually went go with that bullshit too, which is even more surprising.
Well, I mean, just because and second round knockout.
Oh, excuse me, he went platinum, not even gold. He went platinum with that. I thought he went gold.
When you're beefing with LL Cool J, one of the biggest stars in the game, and you got Mike Tyson training you in your video, you'll sell something.
This nigga was wilding on that intro. Yeah, that was a classic song, though, on some real shit.
I love that song.
Top 5 discs.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck out of here! Ain't no goddamn top 5.
Hell no. That was like
top
one of the worst discs I ever heard, but it was a
second round knockout. Oh hell no!
Top 5 discs? No way.
Yes, to me it's top 5.
Okay. What's the top? What's the other ones in there?
No Vaseline is number 1. So and nothing will ever change that for me. No Vaseline is number 1. I'll say No Vaseline is up there. I'll say.
By Drake.
Hell no. Hell fucking no. Like, The Bitch in You is up there.
What?
Yes.
The Bitch in You is a top 5 diss song?
Or close to it. Real motherfucking G's.
That's the only classic I done heard so far, like besides No Vaseline. What else?
So now you got me thinking.
There's a Hoe by Juvenile. There's a Hoe.
I don't even think that's a top Southern dish song.
Nah. Damn, now you got me thinking. I'll have to get back to you. I can't fucking.
No Ether.
Ether's up there. Ether might be like on the cusp of top 5. It might be top 5. I definitely.
Ether is better than damn the second round knockout and damn Bitchin' You.
Yeah, I was wondering when someone's gonna mention Ether. I was like, Ether is Ether is an actual verb, nigga.
I was trying.
Ether's not a top 5 disc. I don't want to even see that list.
Jay was on the radio stuttering after that shit. It was also like vulgar as a man. Nigga was out here.
Damn, voice broke crying on that shit. Fuck yeah, that needs to be a spin-off episode.
Yeah, actually, I would put Ether top 5, and I can't think. I'm trying to think of one more.
I don't know. Fuck Compton, Tim. That shit was hilarious to me.
That's not top 5 to me. It's too many to fucking think of off the top of my head.
I mean, I only heard like maybe 3 that belong up there.
To you.
I mean, I want to say fucking with Dre Day, but that shit.
I don't even like Dre. I don't even like Dre Day.
It didn't age as good as real motherfucking G.
Dre Day is a better song than a diss. To keep it real.
And then, of course, Hit 'Em Up too is probably the most classic one. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. I mean, that shit needs to be
that and Ether is like neck and neck with each other. Like, I don't know how like that. It was, and Bitchin' You is in there. Nah, and I fucks with Common, but come on.
But yeah, no, that'll definitely be a spin-off. That'll definitely be a spin-off for our next, the best hip hop disses ever, man. You know, there's a whole bunch of them, and we'll definitely get down with that.
We'll each make our top 5 or top 10 lists and come back. So,
Yes.
but the next so just to reiterate, the next episode gonna be MOP Firing Squad as a retro review. You know, some hard shit. You know, sorry grandpa, all the niggas that's 50 and up that listen to the podcast. You know.
Well, technically, I fuck with MOP, so EPMD, MOP, that's all a win for me so far. That's 2 in a row that I know I'm gonna enjoy.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go for our last and final topic of the night.